Feeling like your woman doesn't respect you? Like she's walking all over you and you don't know how to stop it? Well, listen up, because if you're letting this disrespect slide, you're already losing the battle, even if you don't see it yet. Jessica OS here, welcome to the channel. So in this video, I'm giving you my honest, no BS advice on what to do when you feel disrespected by a woman. We're breaking down exactly why this tends to happen, what mistakes most men make, and the simple mindset shifts and actions that you need to take immediately if you want the respect that you deserve. Not just in her eyes, but in your own. So stick around, because most guys miss this, and it's costing them their relationships. Respect starts with you. Look, here's the harsh truth. If you don't respect yourself, you have a zero chance of earning real respect from your woman. It sounds simple, but it's one of the biggest blind spots in relationships. Think about it. How can someone else respect you if you're the first person who's constantly doubting yourself, apologizing for who you are, or letting her push you around? When you act like you don't value yourself, she picks up on that energy, consciously or not. Picture this. A guy who always says yes to everything she asks, never stands up for his opinions, and apologizes for the things that aren't even his fault. Guess what's going to happen over time? She'll start expecting exactly that from him. Why? Because he shows her that's how he sees himself, as someone to be controlled, managed, and even ignored. Does that sound like a man who commands respect? No way. Respect doesn't mean you have to be perfect or macho. It does require you to hold firm boundaries internally, however. It's about knowing what you will and won't accept, and then living by that standard every single day. Here's the thing. Confidence and self-respect are magnetic. When you own your worth, it sends a clear message. You don't have to shout it, she'll just feel it. And that will create a dynamic where respect isn't asked for anymore. It's automatic. Now, you might be thinking, easier said than done. And you're right, it's a process after all. But it starts with small things, like saying no when something doesn't feel right, not apologizing just to keep the peace, taking care of your goals and interests outside the relationship, holding yourself accountable instead of blaming her for how you feel. Now, every time you do these small things, you build your inner respect muscle. And believe me, women can sense that strength, even if they don't say it out loud. So if you feel disrespected right now, take a hard look in the mirror. The real problem might not be her, it could be you not respecting yourself enough to demand better. Remember, respect isn't just something you want from her, it's something you owe yourself first. And once you get this part right, everything else will fall into place. Setting boundaries is not optional. Here's a fact for you. If you don't set boundaries, you're handing over the remote control of your relationship and your life to her. Boundaries aren't some annoying rule that you make up to control her. They're your way of saying, this is what I will tolerate, and this is where I draw the line. Without those lines, disrespect becomes the default. Say she interrupts you constantly when you're talking. Maybe she dismisses your opinions like you don't matter, or mocks your ideas in front of friends. If you stay silent or laugh it off, you're allowing her to disrespect you. She's testing your limits. Do you want her to keep testing you until she crosses every line? Or do you want her to know exactly what you stand for and where you stand? Setting boundaries is about taking back your power. When she crosses a line, and yes, she will test you, call it out immediately. Calmly, firmly, no yelling, no drama. Just declare, that's not okay. Let's say next time she interrupts you, I want you to say something like, hey, I wasn't finished. Please let me speak. It's as simple as that. It's direct, it's effective. When you do this constantly, two things will happen. One, she'll start respecting your voice and presence, and two, you start feeling respected because you're not shrinking yourself anymore. Now, I know some guys think setting boundaries will make her angry or cause fights, but the truth is, no respect ever comes from fear or silence. If she reacts badly, that's a red flag showing you how serious the disrespect issue is. And if she really cares about you, she'll respect you for the boundaries you create because she respects you as a whole entire person. Here's what most men get wrong. They set boundaries once, maybe twice, and then let it slide when it gets uncomfortable. Respect is like a muscle. If you don't keep training it, it weakens fast. So here's a pro tip for you. Make boundary setting a daily habit. I mean, it doesn't have to be a big fight, right? It can be small moments where you're quietly but firmly saying no to disrespect. Over time, it builds an unshakable foundation. Ask yourself, how many times have you let disrespect slide hoping that it will stop on its own? Spoiler alert, it won't. The bottom line is, boundaries aren't optional. They're mandatory if you want respect. And respect isn't a gift that she gives you, it's a standard that you set. Communication is power, but so is action. Now let's talk about communication, the secret weapon in any relationship. Now you've probably heard this a million times. Talking without action is like shouting into a void. Communication is powerful, but only if you back it up, because words alone don't change anything. They're just noise until your behavior matches what you say. Imagine this. You tell her, I don't like it when you ignore me or talk down to me, but then you keep letting it slide. You say the words, but your actions say it's fine. What do you think she believes? She believes the actions, not the words. And that's why disrespect keeps happening. This is where so many men get stuck in the talk and apologize loop. They say how they feel, wait for a change, then get frustrated when nothing shifts. But the real change comes when you hold yourself accountable and take action based on your words. Action means standing firm when she pushes back. It means following through with the consequences when boundaries are crossed. It means showing up as the man who means what he says, not just the guy who talks a good game. For example, if she disrespects you, don't just say I'm hurt. Say I'm hurt, and if it happens again, I'm going to step back until we can figure this out. And then mean it. Actions speak louder than any apology or I'm sorry ever will. You're not punishing her, you're protecting your self-respect. And when you do that consistently, she has to take you serious. Here's another thing. Communication is a two-way street. But you control your end of things, right? That means you don't have to wait for her to get it or change first. You start by changing how you respond and behave. Think about it this way. Words plant the seed, actions water it. Without watering it, the seed dies. If you only talk, your respect seed never grows. So the real question is, are you ready to stop talking in circles and start acting in ways that actually demand respect? Because once you do, the game will change completely. Confidence overcomes fear every single time. Now let's get real about confidence, because without it, respect doesn't stand a chance. Most men feel fear when they face disrespect. Fear of losing her, fear of confrontation, fear of rocking the boat. Truth is, fear keeps you trapped in a cycle of disrespect. The more you're afraid to speak up or set boundaries, the more she senses it, and the more she will test you. Confidence is an antidote to that fear. Confidence doesn't mean being loud or aggressive. It means knowing your worth so clearly that the fear of losing her doesn't control your decisions anymore. It's the quiet, unshakable belief that you're enough, with or without her approval. Here's what that looks like in real life. Now, instead of freezing when she disrespects you, confident men stand tall, speak calmly but firmly, and hold their ground. They don't panic. They don't beg. They show strength without shouting. I get it. Confidence isn't easy, especially if you've been hurt or disrespected before. But confidence, as I said, is a muscle. You build it with small wins every day. Every time you say no when you mean it. Every time you hold a boundary. Every time you refuse to apologize for standing up for yourself. You grow stronger. Here's the question you've got to ask yourself. Are you willing to face the fear of standing up and risk losing her? Because the truth is, if she disrespects you now, you're already losing, just slowly. Confidence flips that script. It changes everything. It's the difference between being a man who's walked all over and a man who commands respect just by being himself. Look, if you're ready to build that kind of unshakable confidence, the kind that stops fear from controlling your relationship and your life in general, then I've got the perfect thing for you. I'm running a 30-day confidence challenge. It's an online course designed exactly for guys like you who want to step up, own their worth, and finally command respect, not just in their relationships, but every other aspect. I'll give you daily actionable tasks that will help you build real confidence starting today. And if that sounds like what you need, I'll leave a link in the description below. Make sure you click it. There's an exclusive community of over 300 men waiting for you. Trust me, showing up for yourself every day in this challenge is what will change the game. And if you're serious about turning your respect and your relationship around, you don't want to miss out on this course. This course will not only help you improve your relationships, but tackles confidence in every other aspect of your life. So don't forget, link will be in description. Know when to walk away. All right, here's the part a lot of men don't want to hear, but need to. Sometimes, no matter how much you respect yourself, set boundaries, communicate clearly, and build confidence, the disrespect simply does not stop. And when that happens, the most powerful move you can make is to walk away. Walking away doesn't mean that you're weak, okay? It's time to recognize your worth and refuse to settle for less than you deserve. It's saying loud and clear, I won't let disrespect define my life or happiness. Don't get this wrong. Don't be like most guys. They stay hoping she'll change, thinking if they try harder or love more, things will get better. But disrespect doesn't fix itself. It doesn't magically disappear because you want it to. When you respect yourself enough to walk away, you send a crystal clear message that disrespect is unacceptable. Sometimes that's the only way to make her see your value. And if she truly cares, she'll respect your decision. If she doesn't, then it's a blessing in disguise because you deserve someone who values you as much as you value yourself. Let's wrap this up. Remember, respect isn't given, it's earned. And the first person you have to earn it from is yourself. If you want to learn how to build that kind of confidence every day, check out my next video with this title. These 5 confidence techniques will make you super attractive to women. Check it out. And remember to join the 30 Days to Confidence Challenge. My name is Jessica OS. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button if you found this video helpful and subscribe to the channel for more of no BS relationship advice. Catch you in the next video. Cheers.